Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. Welcome back. If you're driving, make sure you crank this up so the guy next to you can hear it. We need to get this word out. Go subscribe. Hit subscribe right now. And then also check us out on the YouTubes, okay? We got to get those viewerships up.
The YouTubes, guys.
The YouTubes. Southwest to Normal's back again. Stick around. We got some games. We got some fun. And we got Brandon Turner.
Big old BT.
What's up, party people?
We'll see you here in just a second. We're here. We're back. We're at Keller Williams Southwest. We got Brandon Turner joining us today. Everybody loved Ashton last week so much that we're going to go ahead and just start bringing people on, interviewing, talking.
Okay.
Talking real estate, talking life.
Talking life?
Life.
We're bringing D.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
We're
wow.
here. I want to hear about BT. That's what I want to do. But first,
Okay.
my boy Jimmy over here, he's got something to say. One second. You set that down. Don't set it on there because it's going to pick up the conk.
Got
It's
it.
going to sound like a big conk.
Okay.
Okay. Jimmy, what do you got?
So, I've been really impressed over the last several weeks, months, just with the useless information that is stored up in my boy here, Brad's head.
It's not useless.
It's just so random.
It always comes in handy.
It's like a Rolodex of just the most random information.
That might be true.
So, but one of the things that I have been impressed with is his ability just to know, just random facts about, especially about 90s music. From band members, these just the bass player for this particular band or the drummer. So I wanted to test his knowledge. So I have three tiers of levels to this here.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to start probably in the middle tier to see.
Well, why don't we start easy?
Easy's going to be, you're going to get them all because I'll get them all.
Well, let's start easy. We'll just run through them because I'm going to get all these right anyway.
Okay. All right.
What's this game called?
Stump the Chump.
Stump the Chump!
Stump the Chump.
That means I'm the chump?
You sure are.
Okay.
Yes. We got to stump you. But these first ones, I'm telling you, you're going to get these first 10.
All right, let me adjust here.
But you got to go. But you
Might
need
want
to
to loosen it.
You need to do some.
I need to tighten it to keep all the... I got to tighten my tie in order to keep all of the knowledge in my brain.
with pace.
With pace?
Yeah. These first questions, I don't need you to be thinking about it 20 seconds. I just need you.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Here we go.
No edit.
No edit.
No edit. Go.
All right. Which band features a drummer named Travis Barker?
Oh, 112.
Blink 182.
There you go.
Did you say 112?
That's a boy band. Wrong.
And they don't have a drummer.
They sure do not.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's Blink 182.
Yes. Who is the lead singer for Queen?
That would be... hold on. Well, how did I... That's
Mercury?
not 90s, but it is Freddie Mercury.
It is Freddie Mercury.
It's not Brian May, who was in my head, who's the guitarist. Drummer?
Okay.
Guitarist.
Which band did Dave Grohl form after leaving Nirvana?
Foo Fighters.
There you go.
Oh, that's right.
What instrument is Flea known for playing?
Bass.
There you go. It's all these are easy. Which band is known for the album The Dark Side of the Moon?
Pink Floyd.
Okay, it's not 90s, but yes.
Pink
Who is a lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses, famous for
Slash. Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Not Big Floyd. I heard Big
Not
Floyd.
Big Floyd. Pink
I
Floyd.
was like, who's Big Floyd?
Who's Lars Ulrich?
He's the guitarist for Metallica.
He is.
No, he's the bassist for Metallica.
No.
He's the drummer for Metallica.
That is correct.
He's the one of them.
Okay. Yeah, these are easy.
Okay, are we moving up now? Or are these still
I'll
easy
give you.
ones?
I'll give you two more easy ones.
Oh, we can
maybe
go
a little
all.
harder. Okay, I'll give you all. Lead singer of Nirvana.
Kurt Cobain.
Yep.
Kurt Cobain.
Okay. Pop star known as the Queen of Pop.
Madonna.
Yep.
I'm not even answering these. He's got them.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Aretha Franklin. R&B queen.
It's Queen of Soul, but yeah.
Queen of Soul.
Yeah, put some respect on her name.
Put some respect.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
That's not Aretha, but yes. That's
That is-
Tina Turner, bro.
No, respect is 100% Aretha Franklin.
It is Aretha Franklin.
It
You're
is
right.
Aretha.
What does Tina Turner sing?
What's Love Got to
That's
Do with
the
It?
one.
You got
Yeah.
River Deep, Mountain High.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad's getting to his roots.
Yeah, I'm getting real deep over here. All right.
Okay, which band includes brothers Noel Gallagher and Liam Gallagher?
Oasis.
There you go. Who's the drummer for the Beatles?
Ringo, who the only one that doesn't matter.
Which artist released the album Thriller? Totally easy.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. What instrument is Elton John most famous for playing?
Piano.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay, which rapper founded the label Aftermath Entertainment?
Dr. Dre.
Okay. All right. Great. Got these.
Okay, we got the easy ones out of the way.
Okay, yes.
Okay. On to round 2. That was just a warm-up. That was like a get your brain going.
I have a feeling you're not going to get this one here. But
Okay.
what was the original name of Pearl Jam before they settled on their final name?
Diamond Marmalade.
No.
No, that wasn't. That was the stupidest dad joke of all time.
I don't know what that is.
Pearl Jam.
Oh,
Diamond Marmalade.
There you go. Mookie Blaylock.
What the hell is
I
that?
have no idea.
Mookie?
Mookie Blaylock.
I just know what
Blaylock.
Pearl
Yeah.
Jam was.
Okay.
A band?
Which band released this album in 1994? Dookie.
Oh, Green Day.
Okay.
I love that album.
It's a fantastic album.
That's a good album. I just listened to that.
Okay. Lead singer for the Soundgarden.
Oh, see, now this is more hard. He was in another band. He was in a supergroup.
And a great, powerful vocal range, you know?
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Can I have a hint?
His first name and last name both start with the same letter.
It's not Scott Stapp, right?
No.
Yeah.
That's
That's
favorite.
Creed.
Earlier in the alphabet.
There's a lot of letters earlier than S.
Earlier.
Just give me a letter.
C.
Chris
Mm-hmm.
Cornell. Chris
Cornell.
Cornell.
Yep.
I needed hints. I'm such a loser.
Okay. That was good.
Is
You
there-
got that, yeah.
Well, I needed the letter.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You still got it. Okay, who was a DJ producer behind Wu-Tang Clan's signature sound?
DJ Quick,
No, RZA.
and it's RZA, not RZA.
whatever. Okay, thanks, brother.
No, well, there's 100 of
You're
them.
gonna know
It's
this
hard.
because you love this band.
Who does what?
Which band features guitarist Tom Morello?
Oh, that's my boy's Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah.
bruh.
I knew that. I knew that because you knew that.
Did you know that, Brandon?
I don't know half these questions.
You don't know half of them? What year were you born?
2000.
We're going to skip over it. Go.
Which band recorded the 1991 album 10?
10? T-E-N or 1010?
T-E-N.
1990?
91.
91.
Mhm.
Rock band?
Rock band. Singer would get political sometimes. Can hardly understand what he says on some songs.
Oh, then it would be like a Pearl Jam.
Yeah, it was Pearl Jam. Okay.
He loves
What hip hop duo released the album The Score in
the
1996?
Fugees, and you know that I don't appreciate them.
Yep, I do know that. And I don't know why you're smoking.
I honestly think I'm sitting in the middle of a crossfire here because I'm going to get beat up for that one.
Which band featured drummer Chad Smith during the 90s?
No, it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay.
I love this game.
Which 90s rapper released the album All Eyes on Me?
Tupac.
What's his last name, Brendan?
Shakur?
Yeah.
What's his mom's name?
That I couldn't tell you.
Afeni. What group did she help coalesce in the 70s and 80s?
Brandon, who was the frontman for the Smashing Pumpkins?
I don't even know what the Smashing Pumpkins are.
It's a band,
Okay.
and they do Bullet with Butterfly Wings.
What is that?
It's a song.
Okay.
They do a song called 1979. They had an album called Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Nope.
And the lead singer's name is he's bald.
Yes.
And his name
Yeah.
is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
David
You're
Roth.
just
His name though
You're completely disarming this question.
is oh my, I can't remember his name.
There's a band called Smashing Pumpkins?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Billy Corgan.
You got it.
Got it.
Did you look at my phone?
No, it took me a second. Honestly, I just gotta get the gears going. I get so angry at myself, by the way, when I don't get it right.
What band released What's the Story, Morning Glory? And then what year?
It's Oasis.
What year?
What's the Story? Morning Glory would have been either 95 or 96. I'm gonna go with 95.
Got it.
Yes!
Wow, dude. Okay. Which member of Wu-Tang Clan was
There's too many!
was known for shortening his verses due to having only one lung?
I'm going to go... this is a stab in the dark. One lung?
Yeah.
Well, it's not Method Man.
No.
Right? Because he has two very healthy
Healthy
lungs.
lungs.
Very healthy.
Very.
Very, very healthy. The movie How High was amazing. Redman definitely has healthy lungs as well. RZA was the DJ, so he doesn't need his lungs. I'm going to go... It's not ODB, because Old Dirty Bastard did really long stuff, and he went solo. But Ghostface Killah did solo stuff, too. I'm going to go with Ghostface.
It was ODB.
It was ODB?
Yeah, Old Dirty Bastard.
Nah, he does sound like he only has one lung.
That's hilarious. Okay. I don't know if you'll know this. Who produced Nirvana's Nevermind?
Produced it?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I don't... Is it someone in the band? It would have been Dave Grohl.
Butch Vig.
Who?
Butch Vig.
I have no idea who that is. And that was in, like, pre-90s grunge. Like, that guy would have been, like, the guy's couch surfing.
Yep. What was the original title of Smells Like Teen Spirit during early demo sessions?
Oh, I used to know this.
It's very close to the name.
Is it just Teen Spirit?
Yep.
Yeah, do you know how it got that name?
No.
So supposedly it was because they wanted to describe, or they walked into a room and some girl goes, oh, it smells like Teen Spirit in here. And it was just a bunch of like high schoolers, right? And Teen Spirit at the time was hairspray? No, deodorant. One of those.
Spray deodorant?
One of those.
That
It's
sounds like
either
a very
deodorant
90s thing, too.
So they go, oh, it smells like Teen Spirit. And then they named it Teen Spirit. It smells like Teen Spirit.
Which iconic 90s MTV program helped break alternative bands like Nirvana, Alice in Chains into mainstream success?
My guess would be Headbangers Ball, but that's not
TRL?
it. It's not TRL. It's pre-TRL. Oh. Is it TRL?
No.
And it's not Headbangers Ball because that's more like metal.
It's kind of like 60 Minutes from CBS, but it's something else.
Oh, MTV Countdown?
Oh no, it would have been with Kurt Loder.
I don't know who that
He
is.
did like a news show, and it was MTV News, was what it was called.
And I don't know. I don't remember this, but MTV's 120 Minutes.
Oh no, unless that maybe morphed into MTV News with Kurt Loder, by the way. I know adjacent facts. Is that the same?
No.
That's not the same.
Okay, I'll give you two more here.
Okay.
What female artist declined to perform at the 1999 Grammys and later became known for tearing up the photo?
Sinead O'Connor.
Yep.
A photo of the Pope on Saturday Night Live.
Dude, I'm thoroughly impressed. Like, this is, you're doing better.
I don't know why she got canceled for tearing up a photo of the Pope. Can we talk about that for a hot second? Like, why was that such a big deal?
Weren't the Dixie Chicks canceled for criticizing the war?
Yeah.
That we know.
No, I thought they brought up did a crucifixion scene on one of their shows.
They were
that
very... Well, they went so far left. Like, they were extreme left when extreme left wasn't really extreme.
And they were extreme left when in a music demographic that is not extreme. Was not at the time so extreme left. Yeah.
I would say they're still not.
I think, yeah,
but they're more.
Well, they're more moderate.
Yeah.
I do feel like they're more moderate.
They're not. They're definitely not far right.
Some are.
Some are.
Yeah,
but there's a lot that are.
I agree. It's more mixed than it used to be for sure.
Honorable whites.
It's more purplish.
It's purple. It's the color purple.
Red violet.
Okay, which this guitarist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers left them after 1991 at the height of their success?
Pat Smear.
No,
that was Foo Fighters.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It would have been Flea, I guess, but no, I don't think he ever left.
It's John something.
Cena.
John Cena. You can't see him. John, I don't know. John Smith, let's say. I really don't know that one.
Yeah, all right. I'll get John Frusciante.
Yeah, no idea. Pat Smear, which sounds an awful lot like Pap Smear.
It sure does.
What label? So I want you to
Different
go out on a win. What label released Enter the Wu-Tang? and I'll give you some. I'll give you a multiple choice.
I have like an idea that it's Def Jam, but
Okay, is it A, Def Jam, B, Death Row,
Nope.
C, Loud Records, or D, Bad Boy?
it's not Bad Boy, and it's not Bad Boy, and it's not
Death Row.
It's not Death Row. That was Suge Knight's. It's not Bad Boy. That was Diddy's. It's you said Loud or Def Jam. I don't think that they were mainstream enough to go Def Jam at Enter the Wu-Tang. Is that what it was? So it would have been Loud.
Yeah. You go out on a win, brother. All right, I'll say that was actually quite impressive. You know, Brad.
Ooh. Not as impressive as I'd want it to be.
You could ask me some basketball questions. I'll probably know those.
All right, who won last night? Did Nebraska win last night?
Never mind. I'm talking about like just basketball stats or like what players.
All right,
you
so
know.
who is the highest scoring single season basketball player of all time?
Of one season?
Single season.
I was gonna say LeBron, but maybe Kobe. I don't know.
You got it. I don't have the answer to it. Who's the single season game? I do know the answer to that. Wilt. Who's the second?
Bam.
He just got it.
Yeah. Adebayo.
And who's the third?
Kobe.
Do you know the numbers?
80. So 101, 83, and 70. No, 81.
81.
81.
Yeah, because he got the bucket
Yeah.
and that put him over the top. Thanks for trying to let me flex a little bit. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about my boy Brandon Turner over here. So,
Okay.
Brandon, here's the deal. Okay. Southwest to Normal is a podcast.
Okay.
We talk about fun stuff, and then we also sometimes, occasionally, we get real.
Okay.
It's like the real world up in here.
What happens when you bring 10 strangers into a house? You can start getting real.
They stop getting fake
No,
and start getting real. I don't know.
I don't remember the whole thing.
It doesn't matter. So, I want to talk about niches. All right. So we all have kind of a niche that you live in, you work in, you play in, you get business from. Now, I don't want to be so cold as to say get business from, because as we've learned in the past, me and Jimmy, we don't look at our sphere and our people as like a business transaction, right?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about who you like to focus on, though, and who you like to work with.
Okay. So my demographic is primarily SINKs and DINKs, which means single income, no kids, dual income, no kids. So these are older folks, younger folks that...
Hold up. Have you ever heard of SINKs and DINKs?
Yeah.
Yes, but not like to the effect that he uses it. People typically use it as like an offhand comment, like, "Oh, there's these sinks and dinks over here," and they typically don't use them together.
I gotcha.
It
Dinks
became a
is
thing.
normal.
It became a thing in the last like couple years as like
Interesting.
people who, as they got married, to
It
like,
almost sounds derogatory in a way. Like, man, look at those sinks.
It really does.
Those sinks and dinks.
that's crazy. Anyways,
You
but-
can just say you hate kids. That's fine.
no, it's not about the kids. You know, and
Yeah, because they're non-existent.
facts. But but it's they're just people who are, it's a different lifestyle. It's people who are just making good money or looking to survive in different ways that just are prioritizing children.
Sinks and dinks.
They're prioritizing a different lifestyle.
But the main piece here is the no kids. Otherwise, they'd be size and dies.
Wait, what?
What?
So why don't you just call... Do the kids matter? Why does the kids not being there matter?
Well, okay, so like again, it's a lifestyle, right? So there are people like on the internet who like if you go on TikTok and you look up a sink and dink lifestyle, these people who travel the country, they're moving like away from the kids, they're getting in RVs, they're doing all these different things. Like some of them do have kids, they're just not young, they're adults. But they're no longer focusing on the kids, they're focusing on prioritizing themselves. They travel, they do things, they prioritize themselves. They're living off retirement. Some of them are coming into more money. Some of them don't have enough money, so they're merging in different lifestyles.
Would you consider a person who is retired a dink?
Yeah.
And now that is new news to me.
Yeah, they don't have children. Their kids are grown. They are out of the house. They don't have any dependents.
So they have expendable income is really the key piece here.
Yeah.
Right? So you like to be, or you mostly are in the inner loop?
I like to be in Houston, primarily.
So inside 610?
Not necessarily 610, because I have business that's outside 610. So it's just Beltway inside.
Okay, so Houston's built like a donut. You got Houston in the middle. Think of that like the hole. You have 610 is the inside ring. 8 is the outer ring.
And then 99 is the
bigger ring.
The great.
It's the grand ring.
And 99 is the grand partial ring. It's like
almost like
it's like
80% through.
It doesn't go through the right.
It's just all that's left is right in here. It's just
because it goes all the way now to Galveston.
All the way around the other
side. So you
side?
can go from Sugarland to Galveston.
Yeah, well,
it's a long route.
I don't ever go. That's so far. All right, triple ring. It's a triple rainbow. So inside 8 though is considered I consider that inside Houston. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's all Houston proper for the most part.
Yeah.
And then where we play is outside in the Fort Bend area. So that's like southwest. Why do you prefer the inside the loop? Sell me on inside. Why do I want to live inside the city?
Again, it's different. It's a vastly different lifestyle than what's out here in Fort Bend County. Fort Bend County's families, there's kids. We care about the schools. We care about certain neighborhoods more than others. Where in the city, most people don't care about the schools. I work with families inside of the Houston area. They're not worried about schools because they're most likely sending their kids off to private, or they're going to charter schools, or they care more about the value. It's not the priority for them. They're homeschooling them, so it's just a very different lifestyle, more fast paced, more things to do. It's more active, and that also matches my vibe right now. Being 25, I'm able to be in the city and interact with more people and hang out at different spots than being in Fort Bend County, where it's we're going to bed by 9 o'clock. Everything shuts down by 10, and it's there's nothing to really do. So it's, in the city, regardless of how old you are, there's a huge trend of people who are moving from Fort Bend County, Montgomery County, Harris County, Cypress area, and they're moving into the city to be near the restaurants, to be near the city life.
Let's explain trend, though. I think you see a very specific group that migrate into the city for that reason.
Yes.
I see a very specific group that moves out of the city for the exact same reason, right? So I would be hesitant to call that a trend and more of a lifestyle change.
Did I say trend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong word. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, more where are you at in that stage of life?
Correct.
Thing, right? Yeah. I think I've sold inside Houston. I've had buyers inside Houston. I don't mind Houston. I like going to Houston, but we talked with Ashton last week about this, and I don't see the appeal. Mm-hmm. And I've always had a hard time being sold on living in the city. Mm-hmm. I don't need to be right next to Dyken Park, even though I like the Astros, right? Mm-hmm. In fact, I would prefer not to be, right? What are your thoughts, Jimmy?
Oh, man. That's kind of a loaded question here. I think there's a lot of people, young people, that are moving into the city without a lot of means, and I think that's maybe not the best move. If just financially making just good decisions when you're getting an apartment, let's just say if you're going in and you're renting a space out and you're wanting to be in the Heights or you're wanting to be across Washington or something along those lines, and you're spending $2,500 on an apartment that if you were 10 minutes away, 10 miles away, might be $1,500 or $1,600. And it's just like, what I'm thinking about, just the numbers of that is just like, man, that's quite a bit, of, say, it's $8,000 a year,
And I would say the ease of access to all of those things.
Higher. Yeah. It's about 20,000.
Of a difference?
No. Like you were talking about $2,500 a month in a city apartment. Like you're paying.
No. I'm saying the difference. I'm counting that like it's $1,500 in another place, and it's $1,000 difference.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But
yeah. And to kind of piggyback on that, you are so close to everything, and you have this peer pressure or quote unquote drive.
It's FOMO.
To get out there and do the things and spend the rest of the money. So you're not saving literally anything.
But I would also say this too, like this generation, not this, like a lot of the 20-year-olds that I meet, man, they're traveling way more than like I have ever traveled, and like eating out and spending a lot on a lifestyle that I think, getting to the heights. So like, it's just all depending. Like if you're moving to the city and you're working in the metro, like if you're working downtown, if you're working, I see the huge appeal of not being in an hour commute every day, and you're wanting to be close to things and things along those lines. If you're just renting space out for the sake of just trying to be in the busyness of the city, and you're thinking about home ownership down the road, I'd caution or encourage, like, man, try to have a bigger picture over the next.
I wouldn't even say home ownership. I would say any kind of retirement plan, right? So any kind of investment. So if you're going to invest in the stock market, or you're going to invest in your 401k, or you're going to invest in Roth, whatever it is, you can't invest that money if you are spending it on a $30 burger at the new pop-up and taking your Uber to get there.
The fact that y'all paid $30 for Chill Burger is asinine to me. Absolutely not.
Hold on, let me say this.
Wait, when did I pay $30?
Nobody has paid $30 for Chill Burger. I haven't.
At the rodeo.
I did at the rodeo.
That's different.
Rodeo. That's what I was saying. At the rodeo.
And we talked about that. That is a
experience.
One-time experience.
Yeah, I don't want to live at the rodeo to spend 30.
Yeah, do you want to go to the rodeo?
Like, I spent $15
day?
at Chill Burger, and I was like, $30, and you can just go up Shepherd. It's just
that was just the experience.
I get it, but still.
Although you probably have more fun hanging out with Bun B at the Shepherd location.
He was there actually when I went.
Was it?
He actually
was. Was he really?
Yeah, he actually was there.
That's
I didn't say anything. I leave celebrities alone.
The only one that I ever really want to like meet in real life, and I think I would, and I'm a big guy, but he intimidates me, is Mexican OT.
Have you seen?
Not at all where I thought you were going.
No, I love Mexican OT. He's from Baytown. I want to hang out with him, but he's like a true banger, and his lifestyle is a little more rough than mine.
Did you watch any of the Netflix Marvel stuff, like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and
like very little.
Luke Cage?
I started them. I never finished them.
So there's this drug dealer, arms dealer guy in every one of those series. He's like kind of not an expendable character. He's just a character that
he's like a through line through all of them.
Yeah, in all of them. Not a major role, but he's in several episodes of every season.
Okay.
And he was out here at Torchy's here.
Oh, he was just hanging out here?
He was eating, and I pulled up the picture of him like in Daredevil, and I just went up to the fountain machine and was like, "Hey, bro, see you right."
And he goes, "Yeah."
He was so thrilled that I recognized him.
You know what's even funny is that Dana saw Pauly D at the airport recently and took a photo with him and posted
Pauly D from Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's got like a kid or he's getting married or something. I don't know.
From
Jersey
all
Shore.
that Molly and cocaine, I'm surprised he's still alive.
They're all still alive.
What's Molly?
What's Molly?
Indie Man?
Ecstasy.
Oh.
So, remember drugs when we were kids? It was like, oh, be careful, take your drug. The drugs now are like, apparently, way harsher. Mm-hmm. Like pot. You used to be able to like smoke a joint. Not me. People I know who have told me
a
stories.
doobie.
Now you're on a psychedelic trip for 6 hours.
Now you're dying for a week.
Yeah,
It's crazy. And the kids are like, oh, it's just what it is. Molly's like, the ecstasy that you and I had heard of was, is now like, that's child's play.
Gotcha.
That's like a baby dose for these youngins.
I mean, not that I partake in any of this.
This is just what I'm told. So,
Yeah.
not for real. It is what I'm told. Quit with the things. All right. So, getting back. What I really do want to switch gears. What got you? Because you're young, and you started like.
I mean, is he young
fresh.
though? He's 25. I mean,
Y'all tell me. I'm
No,
going to
here's
be
the
young
deal.
forever. I just want everybody to know this. I'll be 55 and still consider myself young.
I don't feel like I'm my age, and I will be 43.
Age is just I would say age is a number.
when are you
Thank
43,
you.
bro?
Aaliyah.
I don't quote that song. That song is, no.
when are you gonna be 43?
May
Oh, you're older than me.
May 25th. I am older than you.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
July.
By 2 months.
Hello, man.
Okay.
Unless you got to hold on to every inch.
Is it even 2 months?
July 19th.
Oh, that's pretty close. Yeah. May 25th.
Yeah.
So, it's fine. All right. So,
Sorry, I digress. Yeah,
but
you're young.
you got in real estate at 20?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I turned 21 like the month later.
Okay, so you turned 21 like a month later.
Mm-hmm.
And why did you go from high school? Did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to LSU. Go Tigers.
Did you graduate from LSU?
I did not. I'm a college dropout. I'm proud of it.
Oh, hi, Kanye.
Yeah.
Okay.
That album relates to me so much more now.
Yeah, now that you're a college dropout. You know he had a follow-up called Graduation, right?
He did.
So...
Did he go back to school?
Yeah, I guess he went back.
Kanye has like a PhD in music. He's fine.
He's got a PhD in a lot of stuff. And one is... Never mind. I'm not going to go there. He's got a new album coming out, though. Take a listen, I guess. So... You started, though, you dropped out of college because you couldn't hack it and you weren't good enough. So what made you want to choose real estate? I'm kidding.
Well, I actually didn't get into a program. That's actually how all this started. Because I was at architecture school.
So you were like 2 years in, give or take, like a year and a half?
I was realistically a year in. Then COVID happened in the middle of freshman year.
You get a pass. Because COVID ruined a lot.
Yeah, so COVID happened, and then my schoolwork started to suffer a lot more. So my GPA went from like a 2.6 to like a 1.9.
So it wasn't great to begin with?
No, it wasn't.
But
like,
it was passable.
I was passing. Like, at that point, I didn't really care about...
Honestly, really, like, in the job market, you get a degree.
No
one's really looking
at
at
your
like,
GPA.
what was your GPA, you know?
No, but it is pretty crucial for staying in college.
Sure. But again, like, once COVID happened, my grades really started to tank even further.
Yeah.
And so I didn't make I was a pre-architecture major trying to get into the actual architecture school. And I didn't actually make the cut. Grades had slipped, all sorts of stuff happened. And then I tried really hard to get back into it. And then I was like, why do I even care? And I was like, I'm looking at my student loans and I'm like, $300,000 total to potentially make a career that I'm going to be making at minimum $70,000. And in order for me to make over $100,000, it's going to take me at least 15, 20 years. I'm going to be paying on the student loan for the next 30 years of my life. The math wasn't mathing. So I was like, I like real estate. Let's go get my license.
Well, you like real estate because you were going into architecture anyway, right? That's very adjacent.
It was very good.
Did you have anyone that does real estate that kind of pushed you into this market?
So my aunt's a broker. So I've always been I've always watched her. There's a story that when I was 4, I was helping her, and then I quit after like 20 minutes being there, and then I asked her to feed me. So my aunt was she's a broker. She started out with Gary Green over at Greyway Plaza years ago, and then now she's opened up her own brokerage in 2013.
Okay.
And she's still producing.
Okay, great. So, moved from college dropout, moved back home, right to Houston because you were at LSU.
I was in my nice apartment.
In your nice apartment, living beyond your means, as we've already explained.
We to go on to that though, we don't get taught money management. I don't know if y'all got taught money management, but
we didn't
have money, so it was just
we didn't have any money. We got taught how to balance a checkbook.
What's that?
Exactly. It's a super useful skill now. I didn't even use it after they taught it to me. It's just writing down what you bought.
Oh, so it's just tracking expenses.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
But only checks.
Man.
So if you use cash, you're screwed.
It's so easy when you're young just to live for the moment. Golly.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get it, Brandon. There's no judgment or shade or anything because it's yeah.
You have to you go through it. Like I'm learning new lessons every day about money.
Well, and this is a judgment-free zone, right? Like everybody is learning all the time, and I didn't have these lessons up until like 5 to 8
Brad
years
shared
ago.
last week. He was like broke forever.
Still am broke.
Just playing.
I'm broke as a joke. As we already know, I'm a chump. We learned earlier. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care.
No, he was very vulnerable last week and shared his story, and it was like really moving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And every bit of it was true. And I listened to it again last night, and I did not like how I felt.
I gotta give it a listen. I didn't know. Is it up?
It is. It's the one with Ashton St. Jean.
Okay, so I'll give it a listen.
Take a listen. It's the one, I don't know, a week or two ago. So the move back, you go, you know what, I'm going to give this real estate thing a try. Mm-hmm. You went through the school.
Yep.
Right? And then you started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of know your story, but how long did it take you personally before you got your first close?
My first closing took 11 months. Yeah.
Any close, so that's leases or sales.
I did a bunch of leases my first year. So my first lease was my parents actually.
Okay.
In the house that we live in now.
Okay. So your parents are renting?
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation.
Okay. All right. And everyone's on their own journey, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Again, no shade. I love leasing if you're the landlord. So you've got your parents were your first lease. You got a little bit of a leg up, right? What have you found? What kind of advice would you give to? I'm going to steal a page out of Jimmy's book here. What kind of advice would you give to yourself, knowing where you are now? What kind of advice would you give to yourself when you started?
I would say, don't quit. Because it's easy. This job is not easy. And don't compare yourself to other people. I think that's the easiest thing to do, especially in a business like this where you see other people having wins and successes constantly. But you also, you see them driving nice cars, you see them in nice clothes. Like it's very easy to get caught up in especially in a generation where our lives are very much consumed on the gram, on social media, and a lot of it's not real. And a lot of it is other people who are, what is the word now that people are using? I can't think of it. It's like a scheme, but it's not the scheme. Anyways.
So like fake.
Yeah, but it's a different word I was going to use. Anyway.
So to speak to our 40 and 50-year-olds, a fake lifestyle.
A fake lifestyle. Yeah, sorry. A fake lifestyle. That's not real. And you also don't know the story behind all these transactions. And some agents are giving up money just to make ends meet, robbing Peter to pay Paul. And it's like, and this is an industry where we do a lot of self-gratification without any of the storytelling. Like it's an interesting industry. So it's like, don't get caught up in the hype. And don't get caught up in what other people are doing. Just stay focused.
Dude, that's a good advice.
Mm-hmm. That's the advice I just told myself today, not gonna lie. So it's just like, just stay focused on what you're doing. Cause it's harder. It's just hard. It's a hard business. And sometimes you feel like you're going the road alone, but you're not. There's other people around and you just find your rhythm, find your groove. And then I think the other best advice is to don't take advice from people that you wouldn't trade places with either. Because a lot of people love to give advice. And I've gotten that my whole life. And I watch a lot of people and I just go, cool. That's great. I'll listen to your advice. I won't always take your advice. And sometimes I should have taken your advice, but I'm also really stubborn. I'll find that too. It takes me a minute.
I like that one.
I've never heard that put that way before.
Don't take advice from people you wouldn't trade places with.
That's pretty genius. And so I struggle with this. Everybody gets advice from everywhere. Let's just take this real estate out of it. Mm-hmm. Everybody gets advice from everybody, right? But they all think that they know better. But they haven't walked, not necessarily in your shoes, but they haven't walked in any of the shoes that are related.
Yeah.
Right? But they think they know the best way to do it, right? My favorite analogy would be like somebody who doesn't have kids telling you how to console your child on an airplane that's crying, right? So I get advice from a lot of people. I got it when I first started. Mm-hmm. My first piece that I adhered to when I first started was I'm going to listen and execute everything you tell me until it doesn't work. Because I was in a position where I had to make it work.
Yeah.
Right. And I didn't know anything. Or I felt like I didn't know anything. I humbled myself to the point where I had to do that. I followed that. And then I found some stuff that didn't work. Right. And then I adjusted. But I decided to go in with humility. You're saying a lot of people, they don't have that humility. Mm-hmm. And comparing yourself to these people on the gram, people on TikTok, looking at other real estate agents, right? Mm-hmm. Wearing nice suits, wearing a beautiful red tie and a vest. That
this is a self-gratification I was talking about.
If I don't lift myself up, ain't nobody gonna do it.
You know, you have a beautiful wife. She'll do it for you.
Hopefully. Jenna, if she's listening. So I watch these people and I have to turn them off. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I hit a mute button every now and then for certain people on Facebook or Instagram because sometimes it's more of a distraction than it is helpful, in a lot of different ways. So it's just like even now with all the things that are going on in the world, I got to shut out social media a lot more to focus because you get caught up in the doom and gloom of the world, but you're also not focusing on the happy moments that are happening for other people. It's not everybody's going through life. And I think it was Charlemagne the God. I can't believe I'm quoting him. Anyways.
Who? Charlemagne the God.
But I remember, though, he had said, because this was with regards to some celebrity who had, like, a spaz out moment. Let's just say Chaperone, because that's relevant at the moment. Anyways.
Chaperone? Can you just say who for everybody that he says from now on?
That's how I felt when y'all were in the game. I was like, who's that? Smashing Pumpkins. Like, what
Chapel
is that?
Run, Pink Pony Club.
Pink Pony Club.
No. Nothing?
Yeah.
Really?
No idea.
Good luck, babe.
Hey.
Okay.
Anyhow.
All right. I love this. All right.
Okay. So, but like, you know, people just spazzing out realistically, and it had nothing to even do with them as a celebrity. Like people thought she thought she was the main character, and Charlamagne was like, you have to remember sometimes that you're not the main character in everybody's movie. Sometimes you're a supporting role, sometimes that you are a background character. And you have to remember that you're not the center, you're not everybody's center of attention. And I think even in real estate that becomes even truer. Like we're not the story. It is the people that we help, and they have a story. And I think as an agent, sometimes you forget to remember that it's their story that we have to tell, not ours.
It's a good way to build a brand.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing is that we're not, and I try desperately to be this. I know Jimmy does too. I think you do too. And so we are not the hero in this story. Mm-hmm. We are simply the guide.
The fairy godmother at best.
The fairy godmother. Sometimes you can make stuff appear out of thin air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bippity poppity boo.
And then you turn the carriage into a pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hopefully
smashing pumpkin.
A smashing pumpkin.
I
With
still need
Billy
to know what
Corgan.
See, who?
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 Bunch of owls in here. All right. So I love that. I love your start because it's a little traditional. And really what I mean by that is that there's not a lot of young bucks in this game.
Well, the fact that you've lasted 5 years too, because like this is such an up and down business. And so if you don't know this, if you're thinking about getting into real estate, you have this like romanticized view of what it's going to be like, which I think a lot of people do. It's not that. It has a fail rate of 85%. Is the last time I checked.
Oh, it was 85? I thought it was higher.
Maybe higher now, but it just what that means is basically those that get into the business within a certain amount of time, they end up leaving the business because it is hard. It's difficult.
It's ghetto.
And so the fact that you are...
It's ghetto? Is that what you just said? I love the fact that there's no HR department. I would have been fired a long time ago. All right.
So, Brandon, kind of giving us your story, your rundown. You've made it 5 years. You're here. You've navigated some tough seasons, in real estate. Some tough markets. You're holding on. Like, what's the hope? Like, what's the end game for you? Like, are you hoping that the tide like, what are you hoping that real estate does for you?
Honestly, I'm here because God. Because this is not what I wanted to do. If it was up to me, I'd be on TV somewhere. But that's not the direction I was led. So I'm here.
In what way? Like, what? I'm curious now about that.
Huh?
In what way?
I don't know. Posting TRL. I don't know.
You know that's not a thing anymore, right?
Listen, as much as revivals as we're doing, we're remaking The Color Purple. They're trying to remake Set It Off. They just remade it.
Ew.
They're doing The Devil Wears Prada 2.
Gross.
Yeah, see, they're doing all these remakes to, nostalgia sales. So they could bring back TRL.
You're going to have to
Or 106 or 106 in Park. Either one of those.
Okay.
I think they are bringing back 106 in Park. Anyways.
Yeah, but at least BET is still a channel.
It's
MTV
really
is
not a channel anymore. It's all streaming, and they're all getting bought and going to Paramount Plus.
I didn't realize there's so many BETs. There's like 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, BET Her, BET something else, and BET.
It's like Hallmark. Anyways.
But yeah, like something like that. I thought maybe on the radio, something like that.
Yeah. So why... Okay.
That's where I thought it was going to be. So, the goal for real estate is... And actually, it's funny. I just found my journal from, the 7th grade when my teacher used to make me write. And I wrote in there that I was going to be a really successful businessman of some kind, which is also really interesting.
It is interesting. So you went from, I want to be a businessman in what grade? 7th?
7th.
And then you went, screw that. I want to be a superstar, movie star.
Not movies. I'm not a good actor.
A BET star.
I don't know,
Tubi.
A Tubi star.
I can be a Tubi star.
A Tubi star. That's that app, right?
Tubi who?
You never seen a Tubi movie?
I've seen Tubi. I've seen the app Tubi. It's a purple app.
Yeah, it's the purple one.
It's the purple app.
Where the acting is worse than a Tyler Perry movie.
That's the thing I get on the phone, right? Tubi. Anyway. So, I love that you wanted to be a movie star, a Tubi star, and then you decided to go for architecture. Then you're like, all right, I'm going to do real estate. So what's the end goal, though? What is your ultimate want?
Because this is, why are you still here?
And I'm
not saying because you're not a good agent. I'm just saying, the people that are in this business for longer than 5-6 years, they're here for, maybe it's this is their life. This is what they're wanting to do. But real estate, I've wrestled with it. It's what is this really what I want to do with my, or is this a means to an end? Is it a stepping stone into something maybe, I don't know.
Maybe it would help to know what our goals are.
Sure.
We both share a common goal in that we both want our wives to not work if they don't want to, right? So that's a monetary goal. I have a personal goal that I want to build the business, right? And eventually either hand it down or sell it, right? And I want to retire comfortably. But I was in so many jobs that had ceilings. Right?
I personally am in this business, one, because I like helping people, and I feel like this is still very service oriented if you have the right mindset, and so I love that part of this gig. For sure. And then 2, I like building something that I'm able, that's my own.
Yeah.
And so, which is a lot of fun, building Space City, working on the logo, working on the website, working on all that, and then seeing, looking back and, the fruits of your labor,
And we get to marry those two, right? So we get to, as a part of our job, be a part of the Keller Williams culture group here, right? And we get to go out into the community and help others, as well as like helping people just build their own dream, right? Yeah. So that's kind of the why and what the reason for us. What's the reason for you?
So once upon a time, me and my family were homeless at one point. Yeah, let's go there.
Let me ask you how long ago?
Oh, this was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
15 years. Has it been 15? No. 13 years. Give or take. Yeah. But yeah, my parents like lost almost everything during the housing market crash of 2008. We ended up having to sell our house in a short sale. They didn't have any money to take us anywhere. So I remember like we were bouncing off of different people's couches. Like I was personally couch surfing. My parents were staying in the guest rooms that people had for us. But yeah, I stayed at my aunt's house. We went from there to a family friend's house, and then we would bounce in between different hotels and motels for months at a time until my dad got a job with Darling Homes. And then we were able to get an apartment, and then we kind of gradually have built our way back up here.
It's beautiful, Brandon. I mean, I hate that y'all walk that road, but
I don't hate it.
No.
Yeah.
It's like that lens. Like people don't know what they don't know, and so there's a lot of assumptions that are made. Just like we talked here on the show. Like my mom came over here as an immigrant to work as a maid. So like my lens and what success looks like. When she was working as a Walmart cosmetic, sales rep to sew in a sewing factory.
Wow.
Like there's. It's different. It's like the lens that you're brought up with, and so like I hope you're showing yourself grace too. Like the fact that you're 5 years in, one that you've made it this long. Y'all have gone through some big hurdles.
I mean, and I think more are to come that look very different. Which God will give me through that. But anyways, yeah, like I don't hate that happened to us because and I still say I'm very spoiled as just a child, right? That's been gifted so much. It taught me that everything can be gone in an instant. Like it doesn't matter the circumstances or who you believe you are, everything can go. And so there's this, now I'm learning more about hustle mentality and becoming more independent on my own. Because again, I've also had my parents for years help guide me through because they didn't want me to just sink. So now I'm having to learn that as well. It's very different.
Sink.
You said something that sink or dink that kind of just rocked me, and it was the fact that you were homeless for a time, right? You couch surfed as a family, and just now you said, and yet I still felt spoiled.
Oh yeah,
in that mentality, in that gratitude mentality, the thank you for everything that I've been given, most people would go the exact opposite direction, would run to woe is me, I'm a victim, right? Whereas you're taking this trip down, I am incredibly thankful for everything that I've gotten. I feel loved. My family loves me. I love my family. And I want to help bring that to other people through the lens that I've been shown, that I've been given. Would that be a fair assessment? That is incredibly powerful.
Oh.
And I don't even know how to say it, but it's being able to articulate that to other people. That's your superpower.
Interesting. I've never thought about it that way.
Dude, I think you need to express that, like vulnerability, stuff like that too. Like that's powerful, and I think that's part of your story.
It's a huge part of my story and who I am, and I'm learning to just embrace all of my story now, because part of it just kind of like, it's there, but I don't reach into it. I don't tap into it, because it's personal, but it's also uncomfortable. So it's just like, it's there. I don't think it's, and I also don't think it's going to help anybody realistically. That's also
I think that's where you're wrong. I think it really would. So people look up to and they need, and all people, me, Jimmy, you, we all need something to aspire to, right? Something to grow towards. And if I'm in that position, I'm homeless, but I see you and I see that trajectory and somebody who's made it, right? not made it like movie star made it,
Right.
not unattainable, but made it to where like, oh my God, this isn't the end, right? Maybe this is just the next chapter, right? Is so massive because you hear stories like this that are like this movie star Chris Pratt, for example, slept in his car for months and months before he got his gig on Parks and Rec, right? And they went to him on his car on the beach, right? And, now everything's great, and I'm a multimillionaire. That's not the common story, though, right? But you can lift yourself up, and through the grace of God, right, be lifted up and get that leg up and move on to that next chapter. And it's not the end all be all. That's the story that you lived, right? And the story that can be told and should be told to a lot of your clients or prospective people or prospective in more than clients, friends.
I'll tell you this too. Like I personally like to follow people that I know that have been through something, and then also they don't even have to be like the best at I don't know. They're in their journey too, right? We're all in their journey, but like especially young people that have walked the road, you know, like so you already have to battle with the fact that you're 25, you know, in an industry where people are 40 or 50 and buying, you know, and selling and, you know, how, but then, I don't know, there's got to be a way. I think you really should not pivot, but like investigate how to share some of the struggle and the victories in a way that people can see and relate to. Because there's a lot of people I think would relate to them. I don't know.
And it's similar. I shared a story last week how I was down to pennies in my bank account when just a few years ago, right, when I first started real estate. So hopefully that speaks to somebody out there, right, who's starting their own business or whatever, and they're just living not even paycheck to paycheck, but loan to loan, right? And oh my God, I just hope that this all doesn't come crashing down, right? Just kicking it up with sticks. You're the living embodiment of what happens if life happens to you, right? Because life happens to everybody. And I think that's the big piece here, the big takeaway for the people listening is they want to know that there's hope, that there's something else out there. They're not going through things alone, right? I struggled with depression for a very long time, and I haven't talked about this ever in public. Jimmy knows a piece of it, but there's people who are going through things and you don't know what they're going through, right? I'm going to touch on this last piece and then we'll kind of wrap things up, I think. But I was talking to my therapist one day, and she said something that really stuck with me, and it's everybody that you encounter, happy, sad, angry, typically the angry ones. You need to imagine them like they have a cake in their trunk. So you're driving behind somebody and they are driving so slow and they're just being an asshole. You're on your way. You're trying to make it to work. You're trying to be where you need to be. I got to be there in less than half a second. You're in my way. You are ruining this. So you go around them, you cut them off, you flip them off, you call them an asshole, do whatever you got to do. And then they pull up behind you at the next light. And then you see them pull into the church, right? And then you watch them get out, and they have a wedding cake for their daughter's wedding, and they're walking in, and that's why they're going slow, right? So having some type of perspective for others, that they are also going through something, and giving that grace, extending that grace to others, will not just make you a better person and make you feel better, which it will, but it will also, and not to be hyperbolic, but make the whole society better.
Yeah.
I think the cake in the trunk is something that I still carry. And when I start to get angry and pissed off, which is not uncommon, then I go, listen, they're just carrying a cake, right? Everyone's got a cake. Ending thoughts?
No. I don't know. I appreciate the real talk. The real talk for me is way more, but especially in this industry, than all the surface stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
a lot of fluff.
Yeah, we don't sit here and talk about like, oh, what's your next transaction?
yeah, man. How much money did you make this?
I would say I don't know.
Yeah, we're a little more real than that. But you know,
But-
because you listen to Southwest of Normal, the podcast.
Listen. But when you start banking and you start, which you've had seasons where things have been really, really great. But when you've had when those seasons are here, we'll celebrate the wins too.
I mean, like right now, I'm in a down season, but like I show up every day and I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be a great day. It's a great year. But this quarter is the worst quarter I've ever had. But you know what? It's still gonna be a great year. You show up by the grace of God. I'm like, you know what? I got it. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but that's not my job to know what tomorrow brings. My job is just to work on today and pray and plan for tomorrow to have the better outcome. That's all I can do. So everything else, I just say that's tomorrow's problem. That's not mine. I'm not going to carry tomorrow's problem on me today.
Yeah.
I love this. I
Okay.
love that. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that.
Appreciate
Hey,
y'all.
go to Southwest of Normal. Go to the podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Check us out on our social media. I'm at Countryman Homes. You can go to countrymancan.com. Jimmy, tell them where they can find you.
SpaceCityTeam.com.
Apparently, he's not on any other social media.
Facebook, Instagram.
All right,
All the things.
Brandon, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Brandon Turner Realtor. You can find me on... Am I on Twitter? No, I'm not on Twitter. Find me on Facebook at Brandon Turner. You can also find me at BrandonTurnerRealtor.com as well.
All right. Hey, thanks for showing up today, but I'm going to give you some homework. Show up for somebody else today.
That's good.
Carry someone else's cake.
Ooh.
I'm hungry.
It's kicking.
Let's go get some cake. We'll see you guys next week with Brandon's Banana Bread. See ya.